All right, I know I'm a couple days late with the whole PlayStation 5 Pro situation. I'm all aware about the fall off of Concord. Like, as soon as it was announced on the PlayStation Showcase, it was already a bad start. It was a shameless copy of Overwatch. It was in production for 8 years, spent over $100 million, only for it to be played for 2 weeks and then shut down. Okay, a housefly lives for up to 15 days. That game lasted for 2 weeks. And also, there is a confirmed status that 69 players got the Platinum of Concord within its 2 week notice, which is hilariously funny to me. So, with all that said, I also want to talk about Astro Bot. Astro Bot is a game that is in part of the Astro series since 2013. You guys remember it? I did make a stream where I played Astro's Playroom before Astro Bot comes out. The challenge was, can I get the Platinum before Astro Bot comes out? And I did. It's just that it took 5 hours of my time to not only like get every single trophy. Essentially, I was locked in, getting every single trophy. It felt like a speed run, sort of, but it was fun nonetheless. And once it came out, it was a commercial success. Not only is Astro Bot a PlayStation exclusive, but also a PlayStation mascot, but it's also a heartwarming I guess, revisit classic of the PlayStation library. A lot of people played it, and it's so far it's a good success. And and there was a bunch of speculation of like the ending was to see what the PS5 Pro looks like, but it's not. All right, and listen, I don't care about the ending of Astro Bot as long as it's not us trying to build the PS5 Pro. That's good enough for me. Okay, otherwise I probably wouldn't buy Astro Bot. Now, in the sense of Astro Bot coming out 3 days after Astro Bot came out, or 2 or 3 days after Astro Bot came out, there was a live stream, a technical commercial live stream that PlayStation was hosting. A lot of people were speculating that it was the PS5 Pro, and predictably, it was the PS5 Pro. And once they showed the PS5 Pro, it doesn't look more like a PS5 Pro, but it is, and it's not what a lot of the PlayStation fans expected it. The price is what's the problem, okay? $700 for the PS5 Pro. And it says vertical stand sold separately. Like, I speak for every PlayStation fan when I say this. Nobody is spending damn near $500,000 for an enhanced version of the PS5, okay? The PS5 itself being sold for $500 was enough for us. For me, personally, okay, I think it could have been like $550, like $50 extra, because listen, you got the PlayStation 5 digital edition, which is $50 below the original PS5 price. So I think it makes sense for it to be $550, like $50 extra from the original PS5, for the PS5 Pro to be $550, okay? $50 extra, if you get what I'm saying. Do you know how long it took me to save enough money to get the PS5? Like, little old me, when I was 14 years old, okay, from the summer of 2019 to mid-February, or possibly near the end of February, I got the PS5. 2020 Christmas, didn't get the PS5. 2021 Christmas, still didn't get the PS5. 2022 Christmas, still didn't get the PS5. The end of February of 2023, I got the PS5. I lent my money to my parents to see if they could find it. If not, they're gonna let me know. And I did make a whole video about it. I'll leave a link to that in the description. It's just that I didn't give up. All right, like, I was on the PS4 Slim, which is the worst rated PS4 consoles. I got the PS4, the PS4 Slim, the PS4 Pro, but the PS4 Slim was a lot cheaper than the original PS4 and the PS4 Pro. Now, mind you, okay, I didn't think I was gonna get this console, but I did, and it's a good thing that I did for sure, okay? Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be making any videos. This would be like the end of my channel and everything that I've like built on with the PS4. And yeah, the PS4 doesn't work anymore. There's something wrong with like the wires or the hard drive or like the cooling system, but it was on its final days, and the final days it did. So now that we're done with that sob story, again, I'll leave the link to the description where I talked about my mission accomplished when I talked about getting the PS5. What makes me upset is that they got the vertical stand sold separately, including a disc hardware, like the disc port, the disc where you pour it, where you insert the disc, sold separately as well. I gotta buy that separately to use the PS5 Pro. Make it make sense, PlayStation. I don't understand it. Look at this picture. You were on a low when Concord was out. Then you were on a high when Astro Bot came out. And then you're on a low again when the PS5 Pro was released with its price. You were on a low when you banned like over 150 countries for like not having the capability to use what's it called, PSN, PlayStation Network. You know you messed up when Jeff Keighley makes a Twitter poll on 9/11 asking us, what do you think the right price for the PS5 Pro should be? Now, personally for me, I think it should be priced $549.99, but the correct result apparently is $599. Listen, personally for me, I don't understand it. I think it should be $50 extra, or if not, keep it the same price that you did with the PS5 original, or might as well make it the same price for the PS5 digital version. And there's this tweet made by Joshua that I think is pretty important to point out, where he made this tweet saying, we gotta bully Sony like we did for the PlayStation 3, because look at the difference price for the PlayStation 4 Pro compared to the PS5 Pro. If you see the difference between the PS4 and the PS4 Pro, there's a $100 difference, but it's a lot cheaper than the PS5 and the PS5 Pro. Now look at the prices between the PS4 and the PS4 Pro to the PS5 Pro. Like, the whole point of making consoles expensive is to make it affordable. Like $200, maybe $300, $400, okay, it's $500. I know it's still half $1,000. Again, back then, I don't know what was the mindset for Sony. Maybe we'll live in the future. I was like, okay, $500, $700 for the PS5 Pro. I'm not paying for that. As a matter of fact, I feel like I should be ashamed for spending 2019, 2023, damn near 4 years of my life collecting money to get the PS5. All right. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's still a goal. All right. Like, you're happy you got it. You're happy you finally got the thing you wanted, that you've been wanting to get for God knows how long, how many years, weeks, months, hell, decade. But at the same time, that's like a lot of worry you've built up, and you probably feel a little ashamed for collecting that much money. It might sound weird the way I'm wording it, but maybe you guys could relate to what I'm trying to say. Now, I know that Sony and PlayStation, or hell, anybody that works on PlayStation is not going to watch this video, because I'm a small YouTuber, I'm pretty irrelevant. Even though I have 1,000 subscribers, that really doesn't mean shit to the YouTube algorithm. We all agree, all of us, even like Xbox fans, maybe Nintendo fans, the PS5 Pro is not worth $700. Hell, like, taking $700 away from your paycheck to buy the PS5 Pro, I don't care if it has good graphics, or you get more space like the PS4 Pro, or it's like high resolution, 60 frames per second gameplay, more features. Hell, or maybe if you know, could be like a feature in, I don't know, Share Factory Studio where you could upload 1-hour videos. I don't care. Okay, I'm not spending $700 of my money like buying the PS4 Pro, all for that to seem pointless. Like, sure, I got it, but at what cost? Like, that's the feeling that I have if I ever decide to get the PS5 Pro. And that goes for anything that's worth $700, okay? No console. I don't care if it's Xbox, Nintendo. Hell, if Sega makes a comeback making a new console, or if Soulja Boy ever tries to troll again and makes his own console, shouldn't even be $700. Should not even be. Like, that's paying for an expensive parking ticket for arguing with a police officer. That's $700 that I would expect. For a console, no. We have to bully Sony. We have to bully PlayStation. I know they're going to hate me, but this is more of a lesson taught for playing with our feelings, for playing with the gaming industry as a whole. In other ways to put it. Like, there's people that I've seen that I do follow on Twitter that work for PlayStation that are shocked of the price of the PS5 Pro, and they subliminally say that they don't support it because, again, even if they do speak their opinion, they're most likely going to lose their role of supporting Sony and PlayStation as a whole, which I wouldn't blame them. At the same time, your voice needs to be heard for them to understand what we're trying to pour out here. I know this is a long rant about me not liking the PS5 Pro, me saying that we should bully PlayStation, me saying that we should bully Sony, bully the people that decided to name this price. Like, I feel like you should cancel the PS5 Pro. That was my mom that gave me clean clothes I should put on the cabinet. But with all that aside, I want to move on from that. I mean, now my mom is in the video. I mean, in the audio of this video. But it's more of the sound of my door opening. But back to what I was talking about. I think that Sony should cancel the PS5 Pro. Doesn't matter how long you worked on it. Doesn't matter how much passion you put on this console. Delete it. Redesign it. Take it all apart and put it back to where it was. Like, design it like the PS5 and the PS5 Digital Edition with the disc port inserted and the vertical stand part of it, then put the price. Whether $450 or $550, nowhere in between. Hell, make the same price as the PS5, the original one. I don't care. I don't care how long you put your hours into it. It's not enough for me to convince myself that I should probably buy this. Okay, because no one is going to. On November 7th, it will be the day that we will all protest to Sony to cancel the PS5 Pro. Destroying the PS5 Pro is not going to work anything. Like, that's a lot of hours and a lot of dedication they put onto the console. Okay, sure, you could destroy it, but that's not really going to mean anything. Like, we're protesting for a change and not protesting for violence, basically. It's like what happened with the Black Lives Matter movement, but this is for PlayStation. So, with all that being said, I feel like I said everything I need to say here about the PS5 Pro price. It's not going to fix with the amount of PSN players you could have missed with the price of the PS5 Pro, with the amount of units it was and wasn't able to sell. Those, it doesn't matter what country or place it was. We're not going to see this. Okay, we're not going to buy this. And we're protesting. We're going to bully you. And you're going to see it. And we hope that you change your mind. Because if not, the PS5 Pro was only made for Jeff Bezos and every millionaire that has a lot of money that only cares about themselves and not for the world and not for the people or the culture. So with all that being said, I'll be seeing you all later. This is Wolf Gray. Peace.